do what brings you joy now. I think that there's so much that's taught about like, do the hard work now so that one day, how do we know we're going to have one day? And how do you know that the hard work now is even going to lead you to your bliss? Like, isn't it do what you love and the money will come?
You've gotten great at divine working, but what about divine living? Welcome to the Divine Living Podcast. I'm your host, Gina DeVee. You're not alone in wanting more. And here at the Divine Living Podcast, you can expect to be part of conversations from women like us who unapologetically dream big and are obsessed with manifesting our most fabulous lives. The conversation starts now.
Hello, my sweet. Happy holidays to you. I hope that you are really enjoying this holiday season. I am coming to you with an important message because I did not always enjoy the holidays. It's because when I was first starting my business, I was in such frantic scarcity mode mindset. I write a lot about the money monsters that were just filling my head in my book, The Audacity to Be Queen. And I really just had that ridiculous good girl mentality. And it wasn't even good girl mentality. I was so unconscious I had to work. And I had to work harder to make more money. And I found myself in the beginning years, year after year, first of all, almost dreading the holidays because I didn't have the money to buy the kinds of gifts that I would have wanted to. I didn't have the money to even go grocery shopping at the level that I wanted to make, beautiful foods. It's like all those Whole Foods bills got expensive there for me. And I also didn't have the time. I was in so much lack. And so I just kind of started almost to resent the holidays. Like, when are they going to be over so I can just get to my life, back to my life and back to building my business? And if that is you, if the holidays are creating more anxiety or more overwhelm than they are joy, I want you to really, really, really take a listen to this message. Because if we do not set our lives up by design to organize ourselves to be the powerful, capable queens that we are, to create a beautiful holiday season and to feel so blessed that we even have one, that we have these lives and that we have the capacity to create anything. And it's not about a certain amount of money even. I just didn't have the wealth consciousness that I could create a beautiful holiday season no matter what. So I want to start today with a prayer to get anyone out of a busy, go, running around like a chicken with her head cut off mentality and really, really drop in to abundance, to expansion, to joy, and to bliss. And whether you are a one-woman show during the holidays and you're celebrating by yourself, whether you're a single mom with your kids, whether you're not with family like you usually are, whether you're not with friends or community because of what's going on in the world, I want you to know that you are in the right place. And we're going to open up your heart so that we all are going to be more intentional, more present, and really get the gifts of this season. So let's pray. Dear God, first of all, we thank you. We thank you for today. We thank you for our lives. And we thank you for this season. This gets to be a season of whatever we're going to create it to be. And this gets to be a season of joy. This gets to be a season of celebration. This gets to be a season of really being in bliss with who we are around and who we are connected to. And so I just pray a very special prayer of blessing and abundance and prosperity over every woman here listening, that we would all get out of our busyness, get out of our doingness, and get into our beingness. And we pray this believing, amen. Okay, so, I kind of I'm getting ready to get packed up. We leave on, oh my goodness, is it at the time I'm recording this on Monday, December 20th. I don't know when it'll come out. But Tuesday, December 21st, Glenn has a little staycation planned for us here in Miami, where we're going to kick off the festivities. And my birthday is on December 22nd, so we're going to do that. And then we're leaving for a cruise, just to really just get off the grid, unwind, be in some sunshine, and be with each other. And I felt myself today like I'm in a decent space. Normally I leave everything from Christmas shopping to packing to all of it to the last minute. And I'm like 98% packed, astonishingly. All but one Christmas present is purchased, so that will happen today. And then I just started like looking at the things to close up. Like, I'm really committed to emptying out my inbox. I think I've shared that I've just let those pile up more than I desire. Just let a lot of stuff that I'm wanting to leave incomplete in 2021, from ways of being to ways of thinking to ways of acting, responding, just my mentality in general. And for that to happen, I've got to have time and space to be with my own thoughts. And that's what I want for you as well. Like, really take a look at what can wait. Like, do you have to do something in your business or your work or even your holiday festivities? Or what can you outsource? What can you delegate? And what can you leave for January? I think that, what I was sharing before, when I was just like working and the launches and the sales and like, trying to sell more packages and do all that stuff in December, because I really told myself I had to make that money and I had to make these sales and I had to do all this stuff. And there was a time when like I legit had to, like I wouldn't be able to even get groceries if I didn't sell the next package. But that was only the first year. The other years, it was just because I had this mentality that I wasn't further enough, fast enough. And here's what we know. If you are alive here on this planet today, that is special. And I want you to treat yourself in a really special way. I want you to give yourself the gift of time and space and doing what feels good to you. Not what you should, not what you think you need to do, but what actually feels good. Does it feel good to post less on social media? Does it feel good to take a longer bath? Does it feel good to shut the computer off early? I know for me, it's like something that I'm going to be doing today, and I like picked out a fun recipe to cook tonight just because I enjoy unwinding in the kitchen, playing some holiday music with a glass of wine. Yes, Glenn is still on his cleanse, so it is I'm doing it. It's like a table for one, and it's what I enjoy, and so I'm just all about us queens bringing more joy back into our life. Less push, less shove, less doing. I don't know about you, but even the posting, like it's just gotten to a place where it kind of drains my energy. I want to do it when I genuinely want to, not because I got to feed the gram. And whatever is going to have you be more, that's what I'm interested in, not do more. Like, you already are amazing. And what God has in store for you is so big and so huge, but it's not going to come for any of us the more filled up in our hearts are, or our minds are, or our time is, or our calendars are. And what would happen if you just kind of let yourself go into pajama mode earlier, or whatever that looks like for you, or get dressed up and go out and do holiday drinks or, tapas with a girlfriend. I'm just asking the questions like, what would really bring me joy? What would really bring me joy? And sometimes I didn't feel like working out today. I have a little like pinch in my back, and I knew I wouldn't ultimately feel joy to not move my body. but it didn't feel like joy to work out. And so I had my trainer with me, just literally like showed me how to do a bunch of different stretches so that like the tight areas in my body were just stretched out. And I wasn't pushing myself and I wasn't working on a bikini waistline today. I was being in my body. And today my body was tight. And so I just gave myself permission to stretch out and release, and it felt so good. So I want you feeling great in your body, in your mind, in your heart, in your home, and in your way of doing the holidays. Because you know what would happen? Each year I'd be like sitting on my couch, hunched over my computer up until Christmas Eve, where I'd finally have to, quote unquote, have to put the computer down for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day just to get back to it on the 26th. And then I would realize when January came, I missed the holidays. Like I missed out on that. And holidays don't have to be about a bunch of money. It gets to be about quality time. It gets to be about reading a book, cozying up next to a fireplace, having a cup of hot chocolate or a glass of wine, or flipping through a magazine. Like it doesn't have to be expensive. But what gets expensive is the unlived life, the regrets, the thinking that you've got to work all the time, or the comparisonitis on Instagram about some, yoga queen being lifted up over a pool in Bali. If that's you, great. Like, and then go book the flight and go do that. Like, I'm just like, do what brings you joy now. I think that there's so much that's taught about like, do the hard work now so that one day, how do we know we're going to have one day? And how do you know that the hard work now is even going to lead you to your bliss? Like, isn't it do what you love and the money will come? Now, there are places where, especially at the beginning and some of the infrastructure stages of getting out of your comfort zone and putting yourself out there and making it clear to people what you have to offer. So if that's the stage of business you're at, and do that. I just know a lot of women who've been in business for a while now, and you don't have to. Those of you that have corporate jobs and you have paychecks coming in and you're working hard on that side hustle to start the business, like, God willing, January is going to come, but the holidays will be over. What if you gave yourself permission to work on that stuff in January? And what would your life look like today if you, what does enjoying the holidays look like to you? Is it going to a mall and wandering around and just looking at lights and hearing Christmas music and like sitting down with an eggnog latte and just being there with your own thoughts? Is it putting on some, cashmere socks and watching a movie? Is it lighting a candle and having the time and space to just journal? Is it calling up a girlfriend and like planning brunch? Like what does it look like for you if you were going to be in charge of literally creating the holiday of your dreams? We talk about creating the life of your dreams all the time. What about the holiday of your dreams? I know some of you are stuck at home thinking that that's where you have to be because that's what you've always done. And there's still time. Book a ticket. I just want you, I want you to be where you desire to be. And if that's at home, then beautiful. And if that is getting in a car and driving to some beautiful Airbnb and that's in the snow or the mountains, then do that. And if it's jumping on a last minute flight to put your toes in the sand and be in the sunshine, then do that. I just so want us women to be in our power and give ourselves permission to give ourselves the gift of the holidays. We do so much for everyone else, especially you mothers. You're always doing for your kids, your loved ones, your family, your spouses, your team, your clients, always thinking of everyone else. What would it actually be like if you prioritized you? What would that look like for you? And so for me, when I was thinking about it today, it feels so good to delete a whole bunch of emails and get ready to put my out of office on it felt great for me to come and record this podcast. This is no should thing. This is no burden. This is like, I love being in connection with you. And thank you for all your DMs. Like that's the one reason I do enjoy going on Instagram, is to actually be in relationship with you and to be in connection. And I'm going to go to this particular shopping place. I love the Ball Harbor shops. I'm going to go to the Ball Harbor shops and pick up one more item. And what am I doing? I'm recording some Q Club videos today. And then I am shutting the computer down and cooking this lovely meal for myself. And I'm getting a spray tan. It's like that. It is relaxation central. And then it has me completely ready tomorrow. I think pretty much what I have tomorrow is I'm going to get my hair done and then going to check in downtown wherever Baby Love has us headed to. And it is out of office on and full presence in the holiday season. So that's what mine looks like for me. And I don't want anything about comparison. I'm just going to be so curious. What do the holidays look like for you if you were really doing them on purpose according to you? Definitely DM me. And I'll see when I get to them, by the way, because I'll be checking DMs very sporadically. Because I don't think I have much internet access on my cruise. Plus, I just want some time and space. I've got some books packed that I'm going to read. Definitely got a blank journal in hand. And I'm going to be doing a lot of meditating and just really opening myself up to bigness for 2022. And I definitely want the same for you. So my queen, whatever it is, you get the message. Be in your power to not miss out on the holidays and to definitely prioritize you. And if one way that's going to prioritize you is getting yourself set up for success in 2022, I want to invite you to check out the brand new elite mastermind that my friend Danelle Delgado and I are going to be leading. There's only about 35 women that we're going to be enrolling, so make sure that you check out divineliving.com/domination. We'll also drop the link in the show notes. This is going to be a really high-level, exquisite mastermind where I am going to be teaching you how to create brand new dominant thoughts that will create your reality. And Danelle's going to be teaching you the strategies to back it up with the action. And you will have a full day virtual retreat with us in January, weekly alternating calls with either Danelle or I every single week up until our very exclusive luxury retreat in Mexico in April, where we will complete together. Lives will be changed and transformed. So if you're going to be one of the 35 women who we're going to be pouring into really, really doing life and bigness and career in a whole new way for 2022 by creating the dominant thoughts that create your reality. It's not about massive action and hustle and overworking. It is about really creating wealth the feminine way. Come join us and reserve your space, divineliving.com/domination. All right, my sweets. Well, just happy holidays to you, however you are choosing to celebrate them. I hope that you are really celebrating you. I hope that you're really celebrating you, because when you are giving yourself the love and the attention and the care and the level of importance that you deserve, we can't give what we don't have. So if you don't have that for yourself, you can't give it to others anyway. So give that to yourself first, and then I know you'll make an even bigger contribution with all of that love inside of you in 2022. All right, so permission granted. Shut the computer down, enjoy your life, and we'll see you in the new year. Mwah. See what I mean? Wasn't that good? Juicy, just totally, totally divine. So, part of what is so powerful is women coming together in community. So I want to remind you about the brand new Divine Direction Domination Elite Mastermind that I am hosting with my dear friend Danelle Delgado. Domination is all about you creating dominant thoughts that will totally create quantum leaps in your life. That's right. So starting in January, you are going to have weekly calls with me and Danelle where you are just going to be so lifted up, so filled up, and to be around the other women in the program as well. Plus, we are going to conclude with a tropical 2-day retreat. This is very, very limited. Spaces are very limited. We're keeping this small. I think there's only about 35 women that we can fit into the program. So please go to the link in the show notes, divineliving.com/domination, where you are just going to see how your life can get reimagined. I know that we are all just looking around the corner about what's next for us. And I would be so honored to mentor you, to guide you. I know Janelle will be as well. The two of us together are such powerhouses, and you are a force within you, and we're just here to love you into your greatness, plus teach you and train you on what we know about creating multiple 7-figure businesses and new opportunities and living from a place of pleasure and joy. So come join us. divineliving.com/domination has all of the program details.